What's going on? What's going on? Back again, and it's Neil with Paralegal Business Owner. And in today's video, I want to talk about Casetext being shut down. And I just learned about this not too long ago because I was doing some research, and sometimes I'm lazy and don't feel like opening up Lexis or anything else. So I just type in something in Google and and usually when I type my inquiry in, uh, a case text link popped up, and I clicked it, and lo and behold, it said we're no longer in service, sir. You can please buy this product, though. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so I kind of got caught off guard. I don't need case text. I don't ever use it. It just so happened this time I was on Google. But Casetext is a major free tool that a lot of people have been using. When I talk to people, they say, "Hey, I was looking at this on Casetext." Even legal professionals was using Casetext because it's easy, it's simple, and you can Google it and it popped up. Now the program is behind a paywall, and it's according to Google has been acquired by Thomas Reuters. Okay, and so in this video, I want to talk about why I think Casetext has been shut down and behind the paywall because it's easy to say, uh, it's easy to talk about the business aspect. Thomas Reuters acquired the company, but they acquired this over 2 years ago. Well, about 2 years ago in 2023. And even then, it was still free for the past 2 years because obviously, with the traffic, you're still going to make money. And so now it's behind a paywall, and I have a theory about why Casetext is no longer free and why it's behind a paywall. And I don't think this was solely a business decision, okay? Because we know the law is not like it is a private it can be a private business, but the law is still rendered by the government, okay? And so it's always going to be intertwined with the government. It's not like other private businesses you know where there should be minimal government involvement. The law involves the government. And so my theory on case text, and I could be off base, you guys let me know. My theory on case text and why it shut down is because now in this information age, like I said earlier, I Googled something I was looking for and case text popped up. A lot of people, especially regular citizens, and want to know something about the law, when they will go to Google, a case text link will pop up, most likely. And in today's time, we have people more frustrated at the results they're getting from the legal arena, and they're seeking their own answers. And they've been trying to figure this thing out, this law thing out, all right, because you know they're not getting the results they want. And so case text gave the regular person a avenue to look at the law for free and conveniently. All right, the case law and everything was just conveniently put together for you to look at, and it was easily searchable. Okay, and I have a theory. This is just a theory. This video is just my opinion. All right. I think that the law it's so it's because I think the law is getting too easy for the citizen to look at for the government's liking. Okay, I think the law should be transparent as it always is, and it always will be. But case text just made it so easy, and I think that because more citizens are going into the legal arena representing themselves, things like that. I think case text was a tool for that, and I think the powers that be do not like this. All right, there's been a whole revolution of people taking on their own legal problems themselves in the past decade or so. Because they're tired of going through lawyers. They're like, you know what? Forget this. I'm gonna learn this myself. Because they're getting tired of getting shiced by lawyers and still losing, even when they have a good case. They're tired of the government, not following its own laws. Some people are tired of the police or the family court, family law. Either way, the citizens are getting more tired of not getting the results they want. So it's been an onslaught of self education. And I think they want to prevent that from happening. I think case text was one of the tools that was happening with this. And I'm pretty sure more legal services like that compile laws together are probably going to go behind the paywall because the average citizen is becoming too educated with the law. And lawyers especially don't like that. Judges don't like that, okay? For some, the laws coming from a pro se litigant and the laws coming from a lawyer have two different effects, even when they're the same law. For some reason, when the pro se litigant recites the same laws in the case law as a lawyer, it still doesn't have the same effect a lot of times. Okay, but regardless, and that's because there's a bias against pro se litigants in court. Okay, and right now, I think the pro se litigants are getting too smart for the system's liking because these lawyers sometimes, they're not even able to match up against pro se litigants a lot of times. And I think because that barrier is getting thinner and thinner, I think they're trying to take away more tools. And listen, once again, this is just a theory. This is just an opinion. Maybe they find out they could have made more money uh, having it behind a paywall. Who knows? This could be all business. This is just one of my things I look at, because I know sometimes there's always an ulterior motive with things. All right. And I know one thing that any system doesn't like is citizens that are getting more intelligent. So even though Casetext is down, still a lot more free legal tools that compile all the laws together. I think like Cornell Law University. I think they do mostly federal, but either way, a lot of tools dealing with the law are going behind a paywall. And if you want a good tool anyway, you're gonna have to go behind a paywall. But this is just my opinion. All right, I do think that maybe there's something else behind this more than just the monetary aspect because they're gonna make money anyway. A company like Thomas Reuters and Casetext, they're gonna make money anyway. Okay, but maybe I think they're just tired of the citizens. Maybe they're just tired of it. Who knows? But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. Am I off base on this one? Let me know. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. And be sure to visit Paralegal Business Owner, the website at the bottom, if you are interested in learning how to start your own paralegal and legal document preparation business. Okay, I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you and peace out.